Good morning, English language learners. I am Arham, and today we'll be looking at a new lesson in our vocabulary video lesson series. We are looking at words revolving around the idea of the unexpected. I think you're all aware of what the word unexpected means, but what are some similar words to that? Or what are some words in the same spectrum, in the same semantic field? Let's have a look. At this point, it's a good idea to have your worksheet with you. So please download it and print it out so that you can follow along. So let's look at the first word that we have. It's not a word, it's a phrase: to be lost for words. Now for each of these, I would like you to think that what is the connection with the unexpected, the idea of unexpected. So I think this one is, fairly straightforward. When you're lost for words, it's because maybe something is so unexpected that you cannot speak. And similar words to this phrase is gobsmacked and flabbergasted. So to be flabbergasted, speechless, gobsmacked is that you cannot speak, you are completely silent and you just go dumb in that moment. We have words like stammer and stutter as well, because when something is very unexpected, when you were not in any way anticipating it, you get nervous, you get afraid perhaps, and then you're not able to string together your full sentences nicely, and you stutter and stammer. Alright, a similar word is to be thunderstruck. So to be gobsmacked, to be thunderstruck, as if a stroke of lightning has hit on you. How would you feel? You would be absolutely out of your element, and maybe in this sort of a frenzy, in an unearthly state, and that is what it means. So only if something is very, very, very unexpected would you be thunderstruck. Would you almost like paralyze and be stupefied and just be like, in this frigid sort of mode where you can't move, you can't think, you can't respond, you can't receive, you can't do anything. Okay, so we have certain antonyms such as foreseen and unforeseen. When you foresee something, you see something before. So then it would not be unexpected, right? Because if you can see something before, or if you got an inkling, you got a premonition, you got a feeling about something, you had anticipated it before, it would not be unexpected, and you're quite ready for it. Okay. What is a forecast? Again, it comes from the prefix for. So forecast, like weather forecast, is one of the most common usage of this, is to tell you before the weather happens, meaning of the future, the weather of the future. The weather of the future would be told to you in the present, right? So that is forecast. And you can forecast a couple of things. For example, you can forecast who would win the elections, who would win the competition, who would win the seats, so on and so forth. So all of those things could be forecast. We have the word predicted and unpredictable. I think these are fairly straightforward. Something is unpredictable, then of course you don't have any idea beforehand that what was going to happen or what you were to expect. And if something is unpredictable, it could just blow your mind. It could have a numbing effect on you as well. It could have a numbing effect on you as well because of it being such incredible news. Okay, such news that could make you almost stagger, right? And when you talk about staggering news, you think about that, the motion of staggering, like you can't walk, you are beside yourself, you don't have the energy, or you maybe don't have that mental capability at that time. You may be intoxicated or whatever it is, under some sort of influence, some heavy sedation, and you're staggering. So when something is so staggering to you, it's almost like it's making you out of your own body. It's making you feel like you have no control over yourself, and you're lost in that moment. You're unstable because it's not expected. Something that is stable is of course something that you can expect because it's consistent, or it's something that you knew was coming. Okay, what does freak mean? Well, you can have freak shows, freak accidents. Freak just means really wild, zany, bizarre, absurd, completely out of the blue sort of a scenario which could nonplus you, or you get nonplussed because of this. Nonplus means that you are just completely dumbfounded. You don't have a response, again, no reaction, because of the surprise element, because of the unexpected, inexplicable characteristic of that particular event. So for example, a freak accident would not be a regular accident. It wouldn't be two cars crashing together, because they're speeding. It would be more along the lines that a dog was on a roof and jumped off the roof and then somehow landed on your car, which somehow rotated itself or catapulted all the way across the hill, which then led into a river, and then in the river you suffocated and you died. So just very odd, very, very unexpected. All right, we have some last word, obstrucive, which just means unanticipated, unanticipated or not known that well, not very conspicuous, not instantly identifiable is to be unobtrusive. And of course, obtrusive is the opposite. So think of its relation to the idea of the unexpected. We also have the word perturbed. When something is very unexpected, you get worried, you may get anxious, you might get the jitterbugs, and you may feel perturbed, right? Something would definitely be unexpected if it is unfounded. What does that mean? It means it has no legal or ethical or scientific or spiritual or emotional or anything worldly, tangible sort of connection, no base in anything like that. So, for example, if you know that someone is cheating, right? Someone is cheating, perhaps embezzling certain funds from the bank or something. So you would then expect that that person could be accused of being a robber or a thief. So it's expected. But if it's such an unfounded claim, it has no basis, it has no hook to reality itself, then it would be so unexpected to suddenly, one day be accused of being a robber or a thief or a burglar, and you're like, this is so unexpected. So things are very unexpected when they are unfounded. Okay, the last and final word that we have is unorthodox. What does unorthodox mean? Orthodox means to be common, to be obvious, to be usual, to be typical. So unorthodox would be something that you are not expecting, something that's unusual, different, and a new and unique approach. So you could have an unorthodox approach to life, and you may have seen that some people, they eat ants, they eat cockroaches, they eat different insects and things, and that's just their unorthodox diet. It's not really the acceptable or the a cultural, societal norm, universally at least, globally at least. You could have, unorthodox writing on a certain topic. You could have an unorthodox uniform. So, like in certain places, you have uniforms that are just black and white. For example, in a prison, you would have orange uniforms or black and white uniforms. So an unorthodox uniform for a prison would be, allowing you to wear high heels and makeup, and for men, allowing them to be, shirtless or wearing tuxedos or coats. Like, that's just unorthodox, right? And then anything that's unorthodox naturally would be very unexpected for the audience, at least. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself and learned something new. I would love to hear from you as to when or how you plan on using these words. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.